Will a Kalamazoo County man accused of storing more than 500 barrels of toxic material on his property face trial? A judge postponed a decision on that about an hour ago.
24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia was in the courtroom. He's live outside the courthouse in Portage now with more on why the judge made that decision. Tony?
Good evening, Marley and Rick. The judge says he hasn't seen anything quite like the case against Donald Haugen in his 40 years on the bench. Today, the prosecutor in this case pointed to positive tests for those chemicals. The attorney representing Haugen tried to poke holes in the testing, raising questions about it. But late in the day today, arguments seem to center on the danger to the public. If Haugen is found to have created a substantial danger to the health, safety, or welfare of the public, he could face up to 5 years in prison instead of up to 2 years. You will hear in just a moment from a lawyer for the Michigan Attorney General and a Michigan Department of Environmental Quality witness's response. But first, listen to this exchange between that witness and the lawyer representing Haugen. The lawyer is asking about the report from a company hired to assess the environmental situation on the property.
Now, you're aware that the scientists from Weston have determined that the environmental impacts here are confined to the immediate area, correct?
I'm aware of their conclusion in that report, and it's been a long time since I've read their report.
Why does the state have these, I'll call them caps on these hazardous substances, above which a cleanup is required? What's the purpose of that?
The purpose of that is our cleanup statute is Part 201 is based on risk to public health, safety, welfare, and the environment.
Now, the judge says he wants to look more closely at the law and hear direct arguments from the lawyers on both sides. That'll happen at a later date. Remember, all of this is only to determine whether this case goes to trial and potentially whether Haugen will face that more serious penalty. We'll keep you posted. Live in Portage, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.